What's approaching the supreme moment, reality striking closer than it seems, don't it? Go ahead.
Alright, what's good? We're gonna go ahead and do a showcase for my friend's 100% potential strength Jiren card. So let's go ahead and get started. Yeah, my friend ended up getting real lucky. I was able to pull 2 of these guys, but looks like he pulled all 5 needed relatively in a short amount of time. Looks like he's got level 17 for criticals and level 9 for combos, so that's pretty much the format I would go with, so it's all good there. Alright, let's cover the stats a little bit. He is the Universe Survival Saga Category lead, plus 2 key HP attack and defense, increase of 120%. And also for strength type, plus 2 key HP attack and defense by 40%. Now this is, he hasn't gotten a Dokkan Awaken yet, so his stats will be even higher, I guess 150% for that category lead. Alright, so super attack, he does cause immense damage to enemy and also greatly lowers defense. Passive skill, attack and defense increase of 120%, as well as a medium chance to stun all enemies, so pretty nice package there. I especially like the defense increase of 120%, that'll come in clutch. Link skills, he does have Cold Judgment, Shocking Speed, Infighter, Hero of Justice, Tournament of Power, and Godly Power. He does fall into 2 categories, Realm of Gods and Universe Survival Saga. And his 12 key multiplier is 150%. So like I said, he hasn't been released for a Transcended Dokkan Awaken yet, but once he does, I'm sure it will be a lot stronger. But since my friend does have a maxed out version already, I figured doing a video would be kind of a good idea. And by the way, I do love that super attack animation, like especially when the KO shows up. It almost reminds me of Goki from Street Fighter. You know, it's pretty badass. Back in the day, I used to play the shit out of Mugen, so I used to pull that move all the time. Playing back in the day. But yeah, it's certainly badass, and it's also reminiscent of Kenshiro from Fist of the North Star. You know what I'm saying? Like it's almost like with that background, it's pretty much like omae wa mou shinderu. You know what I'm saying? So it's pretty tight. I like it a lot. It just would be nice if he gets the Dokkan Awaken and he's putting out a lot more in damage. I did include Toppo on here, and I'm gonna link him up with him quite a bit just because they link pretty well. And I debated initially whether to include him or not, because even though he links great and he's got a great passive skill, he can be kind of a liability at times. I don't really have any dupes or potential system work on him, so his defense is pretty low. And yeah, this girl right here, I gotta work on her SA, but once it gets maxed out and if I'm able to pull another dupe for her and get her to 100% potential, I mean, this is gonna be one badass bitch. I mean, that's all I gotta say. Yeah, Goku's pretty tight too. I mean, the SA animation is definitely tight as hell. Yeah, the way the KO shows up in the background with that, definitely really nice. Probably one of my top, I guess, SA endings, I guess, in a way. Like I said in the last video, I did include Angel Golden Frieza on here just because I do need his help in Boss Rush 5. It's a decent enough tough event to where bringing him is important, and honestly, the benefit of having him offsets the minus 15% attack for super types. So yeah, you got 2 of the Jiren cards, and I want my friend's version, who's at 100%, to make sure he gets his SA, so I'll put him at the end here. And he'll probably end up finishing Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta off here. I think the passive for the ability of medium chance to stun all enemies, I mean, that's definitely pretty helpful. For most bosses nowadays, they're immune to that, but you know, like events like Battle Road and stuff like that, it could definitely come in handy. Yeah, I can definitely feel myself crashing in a few hours though. I've been drinking energy drinks to stay up, but I'm getting close to my limit. I'm debating if I want to pass out for a little bit before, you know, the regular work time of 8 a.m. or just keep pushing through and just finish up. I don't know. We'll have to see how I feel around, I don't know, 4 o'clock, I guess. But every now and then I do have to pull all-nighters. I mean, that's what comes with the job, but it's never any fun. But Dokkan Battle does help keep you awake, especially when there's a lot of events going on. Alright, so we've got a lot of attacks coming. Fortunately, he's going to super on Toppo here, but you know, the defense increase of 120% definitely plays a pretty big role, and you'll see that here, or you've been seeing that, honestly. And with this setup and rotation, I mean, 1.3 million potentially hits a lot less because of the you know, defense of the enemy, but you know, I mean, he's barely taking any hits there. So yeah, I mean, one of the biggest things I like about this card is that, you know, he gets 120% both for attack and defense. Not that many units get that benefit, so you know, it's definitely a nice feature. So 1.3 million, and it's kind of crazy because my friend's version has level 17 for criticals, but it's almost like I don't see it that often compared to other units. I don't know, it might just be me, or you know, the RNG in the system isn't really working well right now, but it seems the critical seems to activate a lot less for this particular test. Yeah, definitely took a decent hit there. This Goku is definitely pretty badass too. I like that a lot. I just hope I can pull some more dupes and actually strengthen him a little bit. By the way, I didn't have a chance to talk about this, and I just remembered, but episode, what, 130? Yeah, I watched it the other night, and yeah, that shit was insane. It was pretty nice, and it almost felt like I know it's not gonna end, but you know, it almost seems like they're finding closure with the way Master Roshi was talking. You know what I'm saying? So it was kind of like culminating, you know, all the sagas and just kind of reflecting back a little bit. But yeah, the fight against this guy, really nice. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. You know, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of Super, but there's been a couple of episodes that I really did enjoy, and the one from yesterday, I guess, was one of them. So with the super attack, he's only taken about 18,000 in damage against the Gohan, and finishing him off here. So definitely packs a punch, and he'll definitely be better once he gets his Dokkan awakened. I don't know, maybe I need to push for pulling dupes of Toppo and actually strengthening the guy so he can actually be useful. So we'll go ahead and close it out here with this final attack against the Strength Ultimate Gohan. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching if you're still watching all the way to the end. And stay tuned for, I'm sure there'll be quite a few videos coming out in the next few days regarding character showcases.